Okay, so picture this. You're 20 something years old, you're hungry, pissed off at the world, and you've got one thing going for you. You're in a band that's about to change music forever. Then you wake up hungover, confused, no idea where you are, and the guys that you thought were your brothers, they've already decided that you're done. No meeting, no warning, no second chance. They hand you a bus ticket and basically say, get out. That's how Dave Mustaine got kicked out of Metallica. The guy who helped build the damn sound, gone like yesterday's trash. And if you think this is some clean, professional, creative differences breakup, no, this story is ugly, messy, petty, and fueled by alcohol, ego, and straight up resentment. Let's rewind. Early 1980s Metallica isn't the Metallica you know yet.
James Hetfield, rhythm guitar and vocals.
Lars Ulrich, drums and bongs.
Dave Mustaine, lead guitar. Cliff Burton, bass guitar.
No Grammys, no stadium tours, just four dudes crammed into shitty apartments, chasing speed, volume, and chaos. Enter Dave Mustaine. And Dave wasn't just another guitarist. He was a problem, a walking, talking, riff-writing machine with a temper and a drinking habit that could torch a room. But here's the thing, he could play. Fast, aggressive, dangerous. He brought a level of technical skill that the band didn't have yet. And more importantly, he brought attitude, real attitude, not the polished kind, but the kind that makes people uncomfortable. The problem, that same attitude didn't turn off, ever. Now imagine living with someone like that every day. No money, no space, no escape, just booze, egos, and escalating stupidity. Dave was known for getting drunk, starting fights, and pushing everyone's buttons just to see what would happen. And it wasn't occasional, it was constant. We're talking destruction of property, verbal abuse, just pure volatility. At some point, it stops being rock and roll and starts being a liability. And the rest of the band, they were no saints either. This wasn't a sober intervention group. They drank, they partied, they got wild, but Dave, he was on another level. And eventually, even in a band built on chaos, he became too much chaos. So here's where it gets cold. Metallica is about to head to New York to record their first album, Kill 'Em All. This is the moment, the opportunity, the break. And right before it happens, they decide Dave isn't going. Not because he can't play, not because he's not talented, but because they don't trust him. Think about that. You help shape the sound, write riffs that end up on the album, and when it's time to cash in, you're out. No big dramatic confrontation, no yelling match, just a decision already made. And then comes the part that's almost cruel in how casual it is. Dave wakes up one morning, still groggy, and they tell him, you're not in a band anymore. That's it. No debate. No chance to argue your case. They put him on a bus from New York to California, alone, for 4 days, 4 long days to sit there and stew. Think about that ride. No distractions, just your thoughts looping over and over. They replaced me, they're going to make it without me. They took what I built and cut me out. That kind of rejection, it doesn't just sting, it burns, and it stays. Now here's where the story flips from tragic to straight up vicious. Most people would crumble after that. They would go home, give up, fade out. Dave, he did the opposite. He got angrier. Not sad, not reflective. Angry. The kind of anger that turns into fuel. He later said he wanted to form a band that was faster, heavier, and more aggressive than Metallica. Not just compete, but destroy them, outplay them, outright them, undo them in every possible way. That's not healing, that's revenge. So what does he do? He starts Megadeth. And this isn't some fresh start, new chapter situation. This is a mission. Every riff, every lyric, every album, there's this underlying energy of, I'll show you what you threw away. And he didn't come back soft. He came back technical, sharper, more precise, more brutal. Megadeth wasn't just another metal band. It was a statement, a middle finger stretched across the entire industry, and especially aimed at one band. Now here's the uncomfortable part. Metallica became Metallica. Massive, untouchable, global. Meanwhile, Megadeth became huge too, but always just a step behind, and that gap, it never really closed. Imagine living with that, knowing you were part of the origin story but not the ending, knowing your riffs helped build the foundation, but someone else got the empire. That kind of thing messes with you. And if you listen to Dave over the years, you can hear it. The bitterness, the frustration, the lingering sense that something was taken away from him. So who was in the right? Was Metallica justified, or did they screw him over?
What do you think of Dave Mustaine and his success with Megadeth, and are y'all still friends?
It wasn't like the sweetest of breakups, and but he has a great band, and he's made some records that I really like.
Truth is, it wasn't clean. And yeah, Dave, he was out of control. And he made things difficult, but kicking him out right before the biggest opportunity of his life without warning, that's pretty ruthless. It wasn't just a business move. It was a survival move mixed with a little bit of cowardice. Because instead of dealing with the problem head on, they just removed it and hoped for the best. But here's the twist nobody expected. That brutal breakup created two legendary bands. Without that moment, no Megadeth, no rivalry, no extra edge pushing both bands to go harder, faster, and louder. Sometimes the ugliest moments create the biggest outcomes, not because they're fair, but because they force people to evolve. So next time you hear a Metallica track from the early days, or a Megadeth riff that feels like it's trying to rip your face off, remember this: behind the music isn't just talent, it's betrayal, ego, and anger. And one hell of a bus ride that changed metal history forever. And maybe the real question isn't who was right, it's this: what would you do if the thing you helped build cut you right out before it exploded? Go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video today, please make sure you hit that subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.